It's officially my first day as a PhD student, and I couldn't be more excited. I wanted to document my journey as I think it'll be interesting to look back on when I'm done, and it'd be great to take you guys along. Today, I decided to work from home as I mainly just have admin and enrollment type tasks to do, but I am planning to mainly work from uni from tomorrow. So I'm trying to kind of follow the 12-week year framework where I essentially break down my goals into 12-week increments. I've made it so this week is just week 1 out of the 12 weeks. I'm going to be writing down the things that I have to do in order to hit my goals, but also just planning out my week in general. So this side of the spread is basically a breakdown of the things I have to do this week that will contribute to my goals, including some of the habits that I'm tracking that are part of these goals. And now this side is pretty much just the usual bullet journal weekly spread where I list out all my tasks for each day, any important meetings, notes, things like that. I like to plan only a few days ahead so I have some flexibility if something takes longer than expected. Now the first thing I wanted to do today is to connect my monitors to my laptop because I've only ever used my work laptop with these. And for some reason I couldn't get one of the monitors to work. But it's not a huge deal as I don't think I'll be doing any intense work today. It was still pretty early, so I decided to get a start on some background reading before having breakfast. It's about 9 AM now, and I did probably a bit closer to an hour and a half worth of reading. And I've been essentially, during the entire time, I've been essentially just reading this one article, which is quite long, it's about 40 pages. I continued reading the article whilst having breakfast, and after this I plan to take a break by doing admin stuff to finalise my enrolment. I'm apparently meant to get an email with information on how to do all of that, but for some reason it hasn't come through yet. One thing I do know is that I have to order a new student ID and take a photo for it. So I did my hair and makeup just to take that photo. Okay, I think I'm happy with how I look. Yeah, it's a little superfluous, but if I'm going to be staring at this photo for the next 3-4 years, I'd better make it okay looking. I took the photo on my phone, which is why I don't have footage, and then I used Canva to crop myself onto a white background. And this is probably the best photo ID I've ever taken. I really recommend taking that extra effort. Every day I want to spend an hour learning a skill. It doesn't really have to be directly contributing to my thesis, but it is somewhat relevant to kind of research career. And so in my skill learning hour today, I haven't really learned anything, but what I've done is create a list of skills I'd like to learn and compile some of the resources that I've had saved. This is the list of things I want to learn so far, and I've sort of rearranged them by priority. And so I think what I'm going to do is nominate each month for a skill and then sort of cycle them through so that I'm not bored, but I'm also learning different stuff, and I'm also spending quite a bit of time on each skill. So I hope that made sense. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a bit of a break, go to the shops. I need to get some toilet paper, some food for Bello. Got back from the shops and it's about 12, and what I'm gonna do now, I still haven't received any email or anything about what I'm meant to do in terms of admin enrolling stuff. So what I'm gonna do is try and search it up on the UniMelb portal and try and sort that out, and I think I'll go on with the modules that I have to do. They're things about data management, and they should be done before your pre-confirmation, which is 3 to 6 months. But I think it's, whilst I have time, whilst I'm not stressed, I'll just get them out of the way now. That module was relatively straightforward, but is taking quite a bit of time, probably because it is so straightforward. I figure I'll give a bit of an update whilst I'm having lunch. It's a bit of a late lunch, it's 2 p.m. But I'm having some adzuki beans with some microwave rice. I guess my first day is going good. I'm doing a lot of like weird admin-y like tasks, trying to find like resources that I can look to later. I did a bit of reading at least. And then I'm also trying to get the modules out of the way. They're taking a lot longer than I expected. I thought they would be like maybe an hour max, but I think they'll take maybe another hour or two. And now I'm back at it. I still didn't get any enrollment emails, so I decided to just continue on with the modules for the rest of the day. It's about 20 past 5 and I'm just kind of finishing up for the day. So just making sure that I'm ready to go tomorrow. I want to download some articles so I don't have to look for them in the morning. So what I've been doing is using a browser extension to save the article directly to Zotero, which is like a reference manager. You can also add your tags in here. And so I always add a to read tag, and that's how I know that the article hasn't been read. Sometimes I have to manually add the PDF, but I'll just do that tomorrow. Before I start dinner, I wanted to pickle some enoki mushrooms that I had left over, and here's the pickling liquid that I'm making. I love how they look kind of like little jellyfish. I ended up pickling some cabbage in there as well, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of pickles for the next couple of weeks. And now on to dinner. It's a lot cheaper to buy big packs of chicken breast, which is why there's so many here, and I'm gonna cook it all now so it's gonna last me all week. Today I'm making Tuscan style chicken with some asparagus, sun-dried tomatoes and cream. It was so good, but it took a lot out of me, so I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now!